Okay, we have a great act coming up next. Please clap your hands one more time. All the way from LA, Cam Potter.
Hi. I came across an incredible book recently. It's completely changed the way I have sexual intercourse. It's called A Cougar's Guide to Getting Your Ass Back Out There. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it's written by a woman named Karen Lee Potter, who is my mother. She gave me several copies to sell after the show. $12. My mother is a self-proclaimed sex expert, which means that she's had a lot of sex and she talks about it openly. Growing up, our dinner conversations were like, "Hey Cam, can you pass me the salt? Also, how's your premature ejaculation?" Which is an issue that has still yet to be resolved. I mean, I've tried everything. Like, I've tried masturbating before sex, it doesn't work. I've tried thinking about dead people during sex. I think I come quicker. Like, I don't even understand how people don't premature ejaculate. Like, it's so nice and warm in there. So these are the types of things I talk about with my mother on a weekly basis. We have a podcast together. It's called Sex Talk with My Mom. Yeah. If you're not listening, you should start listening. It's on iTunes, Stitcher, Acast, all the good ones. Okay. So recently, this podcast has spiraled out of control. We had a porn star on the show named Nina Hartley. Do you guys know who she is? Someone just orgasmed. For those who don't know, Nina Hartley was like the biggest porn star of the 80s. Okay, she's 57 now. She's actually the same age as my mom. And they look a lot alike. Like, seriously, my mom gets mistaken for her at the Exotica convention she goes to. Yeah. So... Giggity. Yeah. So here's what it was. Usually, my mom lives in Chicago, I live in Los Angeles, so we Skype to create this podcast. But my mom was visiting me in Los Angeles, so we decided to record this one in person in my mom's hotel room. So it's me, my mom, and Nina Hartley sitting on a bed together. Yeah, I know. My heart is like palpitating just telling you this. So my mom opens the interview by saying, "So Nina, how do you give great oral sex?" Which is not the question I was going to start with. But Nina, without skipping a beat, starts demonstrating by sucking on my earlobe. Now, this is disturbing for a variety of reasons. Number one, consent. Number two, she's sucking on my earlobe in front of my mother. No, I'm sensitive. And number 3, this is an audio podcast. So she's sucking away, I recoil. And she goes, oh, it's probably awkward because your mom is here. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's awkward because my mom is here. She goes, well, when your mom goes back to Chicago, we'll have plenty of opportunities to do this one-on-one. My mom goes, I could just close my eyes. No, Mom, you're not gonna just close your eyes. This Nina hardly fillets me. So we have another hour and a half of the interview left. Needless to say, I'm exasperated. We finally come to the end of it. I think I'm in the clear. Nina goes to leave, and she turns around, and she goes, you know, Kim, you really should consider finding an older woman to show you the ropes. And all I could think is, how many dicks do you have to suck before developing a lisp? It's a very mean thing to say. I'm very sorry. If anyone here does anyone here have a lisp? Don't raise your hands. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry, especially to Nina, because she's offering to do something very generous. She's offering to sexually mentor me. She's gonna fuck me until I learn how to fuck. Which could take years. So at this point, I'd like to open it up to the floor. Who here thinks that I should take Nina Hartley up on her sex lessons? Okay, relax. Who here does not think that I should take Nina Hartley up on her sex lessons? Okay. Who? No one's concerned about STDs? She's a master who has fucked a lot of dicks. And also, what was I? And ladies? In the 80s, she can still be contaminated.
You said you look like your mom.
Bingo! This is the biggest reason why I shouldn't be fucking Nina Hartley. So I've told this to a few different people, and I have not found one person to agree with me that I shouldn't be fucking this middle-aged porn star who looks like my mother. So I was deep in meditation this past week, and I decided that I need to live for the moment and take her up on this opportunity. So I decided to text her. You guys want to hear what she said? Okay. Would you mind helping me with this part of the production? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what's your name?
Hillary.
Hillary, come on up here. Give a round of applause to Hillary. Okay, so you're gonna read Nina, who's in gray. I'm gonna read me, who's in green. All porn stars have androids. That was not a dig. I mean, androids are nice. Anyway, okay. So I wrote, "Hey Nina!" exclamation point. I haven't been able to stop thinking about your offer to mentor me one-on-one. If it's still on the table, I'd like to take you up on it. It's pretty flirty. So that was at 12:57. At 2:50, that's 2 hours later, during which I had 3 panic attacks. She says,
Sure, let's have lunch this month. Weekday afternoons are best for me.
not good. There is a disconnect here, okay? Either she has completely forgotten about the fact that she offered me these sex lessons, or she did not like the taste of my earlobe. So I decided, okay, I can either show up to this lunch and try to seduce her again, or I could just clear the air now. So I respond, "Oh!" Exclamation point. To be honest, I was thinking about your offer to teach me in a more hands-on way. What are your thoughts on that? I just wanted to open the dialogue. And she responds,
That can totally happen. Still, lunch/coffee first.
"What is this obsession with lunch? Before every fuckfest, she needs a turkey Reuben?" Thank you, Hillary. So we scheduled the date. The consultation is going to happen. And now I'm debating about whether I should be recording our session for the podcast. And I don't know if that makes me a porn star. But I'm going to warn you, it's not going to sound like two porn stars fucking. What it's going to sound like is Nina saying, "Hey Kim, come sit on my bed." And me saying, "I just came." All right, thank you very much. I'm Cam Poto.
Don't do it, Cam.